Okay, today we're going to be making a tissue box pop-up get well card. This is the one that I made for next month's, actually it's this month's class now, but since we're not in the store and I'm not doing the class, I'm going to do one here. This is what it looks like. And then you open it up and it's got like a little pop-up tissue box with a tissue. So we're going to make one today. Now I'm doing it with a card that is landscaped, but you can do it popped up like the other one, which would be this way. So it is, I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet and I cut it at 5.5, and then I folded it over and scored it at 4.25. So this is a standard size card. Okay, so the first thing you can do is take a piece of pattern paper and cut it about 3.25 inches by 5.25 inches. Now on mine I had a little die that I used to do a little swirly line here, a little squiggly line, just because I was bored. But it will work with just a plain sheet. You don't have to do it that way. And then the second piece of pattern, I'm just using a solid color, is 2.5 by 5.25. It's going to actually overlap, so it doesn't have to be 2.5, it can be 2, it doesn't matter. I just made it a little bigger, and that's okay, then you can just overlap them. So I'm putting on some adhesive now. I'm going to line it up. Okay, so then I'm going to put this piece over like that. I'm going to put some adhesive on here. And I'm going to try to line that up a little bit. And there that is. Now on here, if you have your straight line here, that's fine. You can add like a little extra band to it. I'm going to stamp a sentiment now. I've got my MISTI out. You know I like my MISTI. Okay, I'm putting it down here already, the card already put together. And I have this stamp that says, what the heck does it say? It says, if loving thoughts could heal. Then the one that goes on the inside says, you'd be better already. This is a stamp set that I got from Stampin' Up. It's just the stamps that I've had that I got for ordering some great punches from Ellen Jarvis from Stampin' Up. Oh, I see I had some on there already, but that's okay because I'm inking it up some more. Because I just made a sample one before as I was practicing. Okay. And it says, if loving thoughts could heal. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside for now, and we're going to work on that on the inside of the card. And then I'm going to add some decorating to the front. But now for the inside of the card, you're going to take a piece of 3.5. Where did I put my? It's 3.5 by 7, I believe. Yeah. And let me get my score. Okay, so you take a piece of paper, 3.5 by 7. You can use a coordinating color that goes with the front. This happens to coordinate, although just happened to be paper that I had. This is the one that I already did, so I'm going to show you that I'm going to do it with a fresh piece of paper. Okay, so this one is 3. I actually made it 3 instead of 3.5. So if you look at it, let's see, I scored it. I had written down where I scored it all, but I don't know where I wrote it. So we're just going to look at it. Okay, so it is at 1.5. 3. 5. And 6.5. There's just a little, it's going to be like a little edge there. So you're going to fold them over. And then when you fold it over, you can see it, if you glued it this way, it makes a little, it's going to make a little, it looks like a little tissue box. Okay, then I took an oval punch. Now you can use circle punch, you can use any kind of punch, or if you have a die that you want to put in, you just kind of put it in the middle of there and then just punch it out, and that's going to be the opening for your tissue. So basically we're going to adhere this. So I'm going to put some adhesive on this little part here, and then it gets folded over there, and then it attaches that way. And then this part, the part that's going to go on the bottom, that's the part that you're going to put some adhesive on. And just, I'm going to eyeball it, and I'm going to put it pretty close to the top, only because I want to stamp a message underneath it. And there's my little tissue box. Which is funny because now I can't really put it in my MISTI. I'm going to take this off and stamp it. Now, if you have an acrylic block and you can just stamp it with an acrylic block, unfortunately, I'm not that good at stamping with an acrylic block, so I'm going to stamp it with the MISTI and then put my tissue box back on. So this one says you'd be better already, so I'm going to put it towards the bottom there. I realize I had to fold it over to hold it, so I'm going to put it towards the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to ink it up. And it says you'd be better already. I really like this stamp set. So now I'm going to put my tissue box back on. Hopefully you guys didn't make the same mistake. And it's probably should be up a little higher. But I trust that you'll be able to do it right. And then when you close it, it folds down. And then you can put your little tissue in there. I have a little tissue right here. And I close it, and it closes down. So when you open it up, it pops up a little bit. When you close it, it'll fold, it'll close down, and you can send it in the mail. Now I'm going to add some decoration to the front. So I'm going to open it up this way so I can freely use it. Now I punched out a bunch of flowers that I have from a die. And let's see, I'm going to layer them. Something like, and then I'm going to put those like that. And then I'll have maybe one that goes in the middle like that. Okay, I'm taking my art glitter glue. Now some of these I'm going to have, glue them down flat, and then some of them I'll decide to pop it up because I like to do that. But these I'm going to just glue down the way they are. Now, if you didn't have the little wavy die cut, or if you have one of those old Creative Memories cutters that has a wavy line, you can use that too. I actually got rid of mine and then got another one recently just because I still wanted it in my stash. There's certain things that you don't want to get rid of, because I had one that was broken. Okay, so I'm going to put those there. And then I'm going to put a couple of green ones, maybe there. Maybe there and there, like that. I just like having a layer, like a border of flowers. I just think that's really pretty. Should I put it this way? Should I put it up there? I think I'm going to put it up there a little bit so it goes up and down. Now I think I have a few little purple ones. You know what, I don't think I'm going to pop them up because they're kind of delicate. But what I might do is put some bling on them. I did all this ahead of time so I wouldn't have to keep you I wouldn't bore you with all these little, cutting all this little stuff out. But now, I don't know, I thought I had another purple one. Yeah, there's a purple one right here. Okay, and then you open it up, and it's got the little tissue box. You know, I think I'm going to put some bling on it. I have some cute little yellow things, I think. Some little yellow pearls and some blue pearls, but I think I'm going to use the little yellow ones here and there. Oh, I need my katana. I tried putting them on with a tweezer, and that works sometimes, but sometimes the katana is better. The only thing is they already have adhesive on them, so trying to get them to come off There it goes. Okay. Oh, come on. Now it's flipped over. It's so tiny. Okay. I think that's good. Got a few of them. I think I'll put a few more on, but you get the idea. So this is the card. This would be a very nice card to get, especially now considering everybody's quarantined at home. So anyway, thanks for watching.